let us discuss about tinnitus. What is tinnitus? What is tinnitus? That we have to know first, right? So tinnitus is the ringing sensation. Is the ringing sensation in the ear, right? Where is this ringing sensation present? It is present in the ear. Okay. The specialty of this sound is that this sound arises from the patient, right? It arises from the it comes within the patient, right? So tinnitus is the ringing sensation in the ear, and this sound comes from within the patient. These tinnitus can be two types. Can be two types. The first one is subjective. Second one is objective. In subjective type, here the tinnitus is heard or the sound is heard only by the patient. Okay, the tinnitus is heard only by the patient. Whereas in objective, both patient and doctor hears the sound. Both patient and doctor hears the sound. Okay, so what is tinnitus? Tinnitus is the ringing sensation in the ear, right? This sound comes from within the patient and it's of two types, right? First one is subjective, second one is objective. In the subjective, the sound is heard only by the patient, whereas in objective, the sound is heard both by the patient and doctor. First, let's see what is subjective, right? As I told you, in subjective, the sound is heard only by the patient itself, right? The reasons could be either in the external ear or middle ear or inner ear, right? Sometimes can be in eighth cranial nerve, or in the CNS. Okay, so the cause could be in any of these places, right? External ear, middle ear, inner ear, eighth cranial nerve, CNS, right? Even systemic causes can also lead to tinnitus, right? Systemic causes. What are the things in the external ear that causes tinnitus? Let's see. See, in the external ear, what could be the causes? It can be due to impacted wax, right? It can be due to impacted wax, or in the middle ear, it can be due to fluid in the. It can be due to fluid in the middle ear. It can be due to ASOM. It can be due to CSOM. Okay, it can be due to Meniere's disease. It can be due to presbyopia. It can be due to noise induced hearing loss. It can be due to acoustic neuroma. What are the things that can lead to tinnitus in the ear? It can be due to impacted wax, right? Impacted wax. It can be due to fluid in the middle ear. It can be due to ASOM. It can be due to CSOM. It can be due to Meniere's disease. Meniere's disease. It can be due to acoustic neuroma. Acoustic neuroma. It can be due to noise induced hearing loss, right? Noise induced hearing loss, right? These are the uh, causes in the ear, right? What could be the metabolic causes? Okay, remember all these are subjective type. That means in a subjective type, only the patient can hear the sound, right? In the metabolic, hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism, obesity, hyperlipidemia, vitamin deficiencies, all this can lead to tinnitus, right? The first one is hyperthyroidism, obesity, hyperlipidemia, vitamin deficiencies, right? These are all the metabolic conditions that can lead to tinnitus. Next, neurological conditions. Neurological conditions. What are the neurological conditions that can lead to tinnitus? That means subjective type of tinnitus, right? See, head injury, head injury, temporal bone fractures, temporal bone fractures, whiplash injury, whiplash injury, post meningitis, post meningitis, multiple sclerosis, multiple sclerosis, right? Brain hemorrhage, brain hemorrhage, brain infarct, brain infarct, right? These are all the neurological conditions, and there are certain cardiovascular conditions also. Cardiovascular conditions. What are the cardiovascular conditions that can lead to subjective type of tinnitus? The first one is hypertension. Hypertension. Second one is hypotension. Third one is anemia. Fourth one is cardiac arrhythmias. Cardiac arrhythmias. Fourth one is atherosclerosis. Arteriosclerosis. Arteriosclerosis. Then there are certain drugs which can lead to subjective type of tinnitus. What are the drugs that can lead to subjective type of tinnitus? All the ototoxic drugs. All the ototoxic drugs. All these drugs can lead to tinnitus, right? Sometimes this tinnitus can be psychogenic also. That means the patient feels as if he has tinnitus, right? These are all the subjective type. These are the causes of subjective type of tinnitus. Let's see what is objective type and what are the causes of this objective type. In objective type, as I told you before, the sound can be heard both by the patient and doctor, right? So in objective, the sound is heard both by the patient and doctor, right? See, most of the time this cause is due to vascular conditions. The sound is due to vascular condition most of the time, right? See, let's see what are the conditions that can lead to objective type of tinnitus. One thing that we have to remember here is it is most of the time the cause is due to vascular conditions. Clear? See, let's see the causes. The first one is AV shunts. These are all vascular causes, right? In AV shunts, the AV shunts can be due to congenital or the can be or glomus tumor, right? So in AV shunts, what are the conditions? Glomus tumor, right? And sometimes congenital AV malformations can also lead to objective type of tinnitus, right? Arterial root, arterial root. What are the conditions that comes under this arterial root that can lead to objective type of tinnitus? Here carotid aneurysms, carotid aneurysms, carotid stenosis, carotid stenosis, vascular loop pressing on eighth cranial nerve, vascular loop pressing on eighth cranial nerve. Then what are the other conditions? Eye riding carotid artery, eye riding carotid artery. Then persistent stapedial artery, persistent stapedial artery, stapedial artery. Then venous hum, venous hum. What are the conditions of venous hum that can lead to objective type of tinnitus? The condition is dehiscent jugular bulb, dehiscent jugular bulb, jugular bulb. Clear? And then what are the other conditions, other non-vascular conditions? Patulous eustachian tube, patulous eustachian tube, eustachian tube. Palatal myoclonus, palatal myoclonus. Then can be dental causes, there can be dental causes. Then clicking of temporomandibular joint, clicking of temporomandibular joint, temporomandibular joint, mandibular joint. So these are all the causes of objective type of tinnitus, right? I told you venous hum, right? This venous hum can be prevented by, or we can stop it temporarily by pressing on neck vessels. If you press on neck vessels, this venous hum will stop temporarily. Okay, pressing on neck vessels, right? When you press on neck vessels, this tinnitus which is due to venous hum will stop temporarily. Clear? So these are the cause of tinnitus. Then what is the treatment? See, as this tinnitus is a symptom, it is not a disease, right? So we have to treat the cause. Okay, we have to treat the cause. First, when a patient comes to you with tinnitus, first we have to give him psychotherapy. Okay, we have to give psychotherapy and give reassurance Sometimes we can give sedatives. Okay, sedatives, or we can also give tranquilizers, right? And you see this sound comes from within, right? Within the patient, right? We have to mask this patient. That means we have to give some external sound, so that this external sound will mask the tinnitus, right? So masking of tinnitus, Okay, so there is one more therapy called tinnitus restraining therapy. One therapy called tinnitus restraining therapy. Here what we do is, see, the patient feels uncomfortable with tinnitus because there is some emotional component associated with this tinnitus, right? So when a tinnitus comes, when he hears the sound, he feels uncomfortable because of emotional component, right? In this therapy, what we want to do is, we want to break down, we want to separate these two. We want to separate tinnitus from emotional component. So when the emotional component associated with this tinnitus is removed, then patient can live with the tinnitus. Clear? That is what we do in tinnitus restraining therapy. Clear? This is something about tinnitus. Thank you for watching.